Hello, my fellow sewing enthusiasts. I have a travel tip for you. Learn the local word for fabric of the country you're visiting because it might just come in handy. Hi, my name is Justine and welcome back to my sewing journal. This week I thought I'll share my funny experience when I was in Germany a couple of months back. I had a work travel to Germany in Nuremberg to be exact. Since I knew I wouldn't have a lot of downtime, I didn't bother looking for fabric shops, which is something I do now whenever I travel in the UK or abroad. So, like I said, I didn't have any downtime, so I didn't bother searching online if there are nearby fabric stores from where I was staying. My daily routine during this work trip was attend the exhibition in the morning, come back for a quick change in the hotel, and go out and have a client dinner. On the second to the last night of my stay, as I was walking back from the underground to the hotel, out of the corner of my eye, I suddenly saw a sign that said stuff. And I thought, hang on a minute, I think I know that word. I think that means fabric. So I quickly had a look at my watch and check if it was after 6, because chances are, even if it was a fabric store, the shop would have been closed. It was just before 6, so I hurriedly went to the shop. And luckily, the shop was still open. Can you see the sign for the fabric store? Looking at this video, I'm amazed that I was able to actually spot the shop, given that it was on a side street off the main road. The shop was simply called Stoffe. I was really happy to see that the shop was still open and that they were selling dressmaking fabrics and not soft furnishings. I didn't have time to leisurely browse. I need to get back to the hotel since I can't be late for our dinner with our client. And of course, the shop will be closing soon since it's already 6 p.m. The shop assistant was really nice. She asked what I was looking for, and I told her I wanted something for a dress. She then showed me some ex designer fabrics. It was really hard to choose under pressure. Not pressured by the shop assistant, but just I'm under time pressure. In the end, I went for something pretty safe. I went for cotton in pink colorway. I bought 2 meters of this pink and white check cotton fabric. It's medium weight and it was made in Italy. It wasn't cheap. I think this was 20 euros a meter. I thought I kept the receipt, but I didn't. I think if it was cheaper, I would have bought 3 meters. Anyway, I think it is worth it. I've already washed this fabric and it's ready to be used anytime. I just need a pattern that only requires 2 meters for a dress. I did not purposely learn what's the German word for fabric. It just so happened that when I was in Amsterdam last year, I learned the fabric word in Dutch is stof. So I just guessed that stof also means fabric in German since a lot of Dutch words are very similar to German words. How handy is that? I wasn't looking for fabrics, but the fabric gods directed me to a fabric shop. I think it was meant to be. Oh, by the way, if you want to watch my video about fabric shopping in Amsterdam, here's the thumbnail. It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, and unfortunately, it is our last bank holiday for the year until Christmas. How sad is that? I think I need a holiday in between today and Christmas. My initial plan for the bank holiday was obviously spend time with family and friends, but also do some sewing. And I thought I will make this 70s inspired dress by McCall's. I had the perfect fabric. It is one of the archive prints from Fabric Godmother. And because I do not read instructions, I cut the fabric and just crossed my fingers that I had enough fabric to make the dress. And as it turned out, I do not have enough. And annoyingly, I need another meter for the back of the dress. Here's the beautiful fabric I bought recently from Fabric Godmother that was reduced from 8 pounds to 4 pounds per half a meter. It is a viscose and linen mix fabric that has a really nice drape. The pink and orange flowers against the black background has a 70s feel to it. I think the fabric will be perfect with Laura Ashley McCall's vintage dress design. I thought it would be an easy enough weekend sew because it doesn't have any fastenings. The main design feature is the elasticated neckline and sleeves. By the way, if you're watching this on the same week that I've uploaded this video, it's currently 50% off on the Hobby Craft website. So be quick if you want to get it. Speaking of being quick, I did order the extra meter that I need for this project. Hopefully, I finish this dress next weekend. We are at the tail end of summer, and I'm hoping I can still wear this year. The colors are a bit autumnal, so maybe this could be a good transition dress. After buying this pink and white checkered fabric, I bought a very similar fabric from Rainbow Fabrics. I think it's just my obsessive personality coming out again. When I like something, I tend to buy the same thing more than once, just in a slightly different variation. I'm blaming, yes, my obsessive personality and my addiction to sales. So, Rainbow Fabrics had a sale on, I think it was 50% off promotion. And of course, I couldn't resist as per usual. So I bought this denim checkerboard pattern fabric. I might just be making this up or misremembering, but I think it must have been maybe 6 or 7 pound a meter, which is a bargain if you're talking about denim prices. So yeah, so I had to buy it. I had to buy it. For this fabric, again, I am thinking about using this Blanca flight suit pattern, or I had the Vicky So's LOL jacket pattern in mind. And because I have 3 meters of this fabric, I think I would have enough to make either a denim skirt or just straight trousers. So they not just look good together. Actually, that's a thought. Maybe I can make a dress and I can make a jacket that I will wear with the dress. Bit funky, but I might pull it off. While I ruminate about that, I will tell you what I actually accomplished over this bank holiday weekend. And that is altering this dress that I'm making. If you remember from my previous post, I made this dress and I was not sure if the length was the right length for me. I'm not very tall and I chose to make the dress a bit longer, like a midi length. But when I look at the pictures, I thought that length made me look even shorter, if that is even possible. And yes, it is. So I shortened the dress and I think it looks better. This is the before picture as I wore it on my Austrian holiday. And this is the after as I model it in the house. By shortening the dress, I think it now looks like a baby doll dress. My dress looks a little bit more flared compared to the original design. I'm really liking this shortened version. My apprehension with short dresses is that I might accidentally flash people. So I bought these anti-chafing shorts that matches the color of the dress. I kept the fabric strip that I cut from the bottom of the dress to use as a hairband or a hair tie. Another alteration, or actually, it wasn't an alteration. I finished one of the versions of this dress. It's the one that is a solid pink and animal print combination dress. With this version, I wasn't sure about the fit. I thought it would be better if it was a bit more body skimming rather than loose fitting. So this is how it looked a couple of weeks ago without the buttons and with the skirt portion a little bit loose. And here is the finished dress with the buttons added and the sides of the skirt trim. I took roughly an inch off the sides. I think it could still be a little tighter, but that would mean adjusting the bodice too. And I think I had enough of this dress. For now, I will leave the dress as is. If I have an occasion to wear it, then maybe I will alter it. Another thing that I was doing over the bank holiday weekend was cutting out sewing patterns. As you know, it takes 1 if not 2 hours to just prepare your sewing patterns. So I thought the best time to do this and when you're not feeling very inspired or when you're waiting for fabric. So I thought I will go through my stash and see which patterns I'd maybe like to use next and just cut out the sizes that I'll be needing. Cutting out pattern pieces is one of those less exciting parts of dressmaking. Well, at least for me anyway. I find that it's best to do this when you're not itching to start sewing. On average, it takes me about an hour and a half to cut out all the pieces of one pattern. After cutting, I put the pieces back in a folder with the instructions ready for an actual sewing day. Before I use these patterns, I normally iron them first, which really helps to ensure that I cut my fabric pieces as accurately as possible. I thought it was a good idea to do this because I forgot that I even have some of these patterns. When I bought this, I remember being excited to make this. But have I actually used this pattern? Nope. Summer is almost over and I have yet to make this summer dress. Oh well. So between now and my next video, I'm hoping that I finish making this McCall's dress. I really like the silhouette. And hopefully the dress length is not something I need to alter again. I hope I can still wear it before the season change. Apart from the 70s dress, I was also hoping that I could replicate this red gingham dress that Olivia Rodrigo wore to Wimbledon. I thought this fitted shirt dress is fun, chic, and classy at the same time. Most importantly, I think this won't be too difficult to recreate. Realistically, I don't think I'll have time to make this dress because I don't even have the right pattern to replicate this dress. But here's hoping. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings on today's journal entry. And what do you think about this mic? I bought this because it's supposed to improve the sound of my videos. So let me know if it does make a difference. Anyway, I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, happy sewing. Bye!